How frustrating is it to spend weeks, months dieting down for your holiday, tracking everything, turning nights down, being really consistent with your diet and training, just to go away, eat and drink everything in sight, and then to come back looking like you've not even dieted in the first place. And then repeat the exact same cycle the following year. To crash diet before your holiday, go away, binge, gain it all back on more, and then start again and repeat the cycle each year. And if you follow me for a while now, you'll know I'm all about balance. I don't use food lists, I don't restrict foods from my diet, and I'm a very big believer in so long as you're hitting your calorie, protein, and fiber targets that you should be able to include whatever foods you want within your diet. So when I say I took a 10-day diet break in Bali, you're probably going to assume that I'm going to tell you to eat and drink all day and not to worry about it. Absolutely not. I hate this type of messaging. And I see so many coaches push this message that a holiday is an opportunity to go off the rails. But that isn't balance, that's just a binge-starve cycle. If you genuinely can't wait to go on holiday to eat and drink all the food you've been restricting, chances are you're dieting way too restrictive, and I see it happen all the time. Someone goes on a crash diet a few weeks before their holiday, gets there, eats and drinks everything in sight and all the foods they've been restricting from their diet, then they gain all the weight back they lost while on holiday and more. Then they end up spending the next few months frustrated and wondering why they can't lose weight and keep it off. But here's what I actually did in Bali. I ate out most meals, I had a few drinks, and I didn't track a single thing. But I kept my steps high, trained a couple of times, and followed some basic principles. And I came back half a kilo lighter, which you can see in the photo. This is a check-in before I went and then when I got back. And you can go away on your holiday looking your best and come back still looking great without having to spend another few weeks again dieting when you get back. And that's exactly what I'm going to show you in this video today, how to take a diet break properly. But first, why should you listen to me on this? I've been working in the fitness industry for over 10 years now as a personal trainer and now as an online coach. I've got a postgraduate certificate in sports nutrition, and I've helped hundreds of guys who were stuck in this exact same cycle, who were crash dieting before their holiday, gaining it all back and never actually changing their physique. Now I help guys finally understand how to build a physique they can be confident in year round. And I've just lived this exact same process myself. I spent 7 weeks dieting down before this trip to Bali, losing 5.7 kilos in 7 weeks. I got to around 10 to 12% body fat, and then I went on holiday to Bali for 10 days. I ate out most meals, had a few drinks, didn't track anything, and I came back without having to start a new diet. Instead, I'm now in a position to continue on my maintenance phase before my next holiday. And then when I get back from that second holiday, I'm then going to start a long gaining phase. And that's the difference between doing this right and what most guys are currently doing. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how I did it and how to structure a diet break. And if you want to know where to even start with this, whether you should be cutting, bulking, or recomping, I've built a free quiz that tells you in under 60 seconds. It takes into account your body fat percentage, training age, and a few other factors. And the link is in the description below and also pinned to the top comments. Take that before you do anything else. Okay, let's get into the video. Step 1. Don't track your nutrition intake. The whole point of a diet break is a psychological break from dieting. You might have been tracking your nutrition at this point for weeks, maybe even months. 1 to 2 weeks off tracking is not going to ruin your progress. For me personally, because I've been tracking my nutrition for so long, it doesn't even feel a chore anymore. It's just automatic and part of who I am. But trying to track every meal while you're abroad is just a bit of a pain. And more importantly, that's not what a holiday is for. The last thing your friends and family want to be watching while you're on holiday is you pulling your phone out and trying to scan your food and track your nutrition intake at the dinner table. So take the break and take 1 to 2 weeks off from tracking your nutrition. Step 2, try to keep to your regular meal times. Just because you're not tracking doesn't mean structure goes completely out of the window. Try to keep some loose structure around when you will eat. When I was in Bali, I set myself a limit of 3 meals per day. A late breakfast, 1 snack, and then dinner. That's it. And it meant that I wasn't constantly grazing or snacking extra just because I were on holiday, because food availability is a lot higher when you are away. Step 3, don't purposefully binge eat. This is a big one. Just because you are on holiday and you're taking a diet break doesn't mean that you should just eat for the sake of eating. This is where I see most guys go wrong. They use a holiday as almost like a pass to just eat and drink as much as they can. And then they wonder why they've come back 4 or 5 kilos heavier than when they left. Stick to your hunger cues, try and eat slowly, and just be mindful of what you're eating. If you genuinely feel the need to binge while you're away, then it's just showing that you're dieting way too restrictive. You've probably either slashed your calories way too aggressively, or you've cut out way too many foods out of your diet. Step 4, keep your step count high. Now, if you've got kids or you're on a tight schedule, this one isn't always going to be possible, but try to stay active. I try to, especially when holiday, make sure I'm hitting at least 10,000 steps each day. The first thing I'll do each morning once I get up is just go out for a quick 20-minute walk to just try and get some steps in before it gets too hot. It just sets the day up well and makes everything a little bit more intentional. Step 5, keep training or use this as a planned deload. Again, this one isn't always possible, but if you do have access to a gym, then either keep training as you normally would do, or just set yourself a target of trying to get in for 1 to 2 sessions across the week. And if you don't have access to a gym, don't stress about it, just use this as a bit of a deload week. 1 to 2 weeks away from training isn't going to undo all your progress, and you'll often come back feeling fresher and give your body a bit of a chance to recover as well. And step 6, enjoy yourself. This is the most important step of all. You've worked hard, maybe dieted for weeks, months at this point, so enjoy it. Feel confident with your top off. Don't feel guilty about having an ice cream or whatever it is. So long as you're sticking to your principles and trying to keep to your regular meal timings and structure, because the likelihood is, yes, you probably will gain some weight while you are on holiday, but if you followed the principles that we've outlined so far, then the likelihood is it's more likely going to be water retention and glycogen, not fat. Because remember, the whole point of a diet break is for a psychological break from dieting. So enjoy it, and then hopefully once you come back, you'll feel refreshed to pick back up. And if you're finding this useful, make sure you follow me on Instagram where I post content like this daily. The link can be found in the description below. So quickly to summarize, here's how to take a diet break without ruining your progress. Step 1, don't track your nutrition, give yourself a psychological break from dieting. Step 2, keep to your regular meal times. Step 3, don't purposefully binge eat. Step 4, keep your step count high. Step 5, train if possible or use this as a deload. And step 6, enjoy yourself. Now, if you've just been on holiday and you've come back and you're not sure whether you should be jumping back into dieting or whether you should be focused on trying to build muscle, I've built a free quiz that tells you in less than 60 seconds. It takes into account your body fat percentage, training age, and a few other factors. Link is in the description below, and I'll also pin it to the top comment. Take it before you do anything else if you're unsure of what you should be doing next. And if you found this video useful, then make sure you subscribe because I post videos like this every single week.